Do you remember the song by Simon and Garfunkel? I think it's called Groovy. And it goes like, slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last. And that song has been coming to me today because I heard from a friend how it was really hard for her to be on a lot of different Zoom calls where people speak really, really fast. And it's a little hard for her to stay connected and get what they're talking about. And so I want to talk about this being so speedy and being so fast. And, when I'm doing my YouTube here, I have shared about that before. I don't feel I have to be rushed because there's just me here. And even though there might still be an inner old pattern of feeling rushed, when I'm just here with me, and of course you, but it's really just with me, I can just take my time. And it's really, really nice. And when I take my time and feeling groovy, what I share comes from a much different and much deeper place than if I am up here and needing to get somewhere and need to go fast. And I basically leave here and now, and we get very, very speedy. So, of course, the question is, where are we going? What is this rush? What do we need to accomplish or attain or get to that is not here? Now, remember Ram Dass, be here now. Lately, maybe a month ago, when I was out running, I run most mornings. I have the beautiful redwoods here right next to me. So I was out running, and as I was running, suddenly there was like, oh, there is only now. It was one of those moments, where you just get it. And it's like, wow, there is only now. And then I just turned around behind me to see where I was running a now ago, a moment ago, a now ago. And that didn't exist. And then, of course, where I was running, that was not there either. But it became just very real for me in that moment that there is only now. It's really true. There is only now. And it was not a mental understanding or remembering what somebody may have said. It was very real, very felt in my system. And it has stayed with me. And I visit that place frequently now because it feels like it's more available to me. So, how does that connect to moving too fast? When we move too fast, and of course that's happening in the mind, because when I run, I move fairly fast, not the way I used to, but I move fast. But I was still in the now. So it's not so much the speed that we move with our bodies, it is the speed that the mind projects onto us and into us and out of us. And that's where we consistently miss the now. I'm sure you've heard about or read the book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And all the power really is in and as now, but it has to be experienced. So I want to just share how it is for me. And I always hope that when I share these things that you take this and let yourself go there also, so that it can be your experience and not just something that you read or heard somebody talk about or whatever. But so it becomes real for you because that's where the power is. That's where the reality is. Otherwise, it's just a mental concept. So maybe you want to just play with me here and just come back to this now moment. It's like you just let yourself drop in and just notice that what you're experiencing now, right now, is now. This is what is here. And what we just did a moment ago, a few nows ago, that is not here. There is just the now here. It kind of feels almost like it's an encapsulation of the moment, of the now, that just keeps projecting itself into the next now, the next moment. And when I am now, I better just really feel it here so I'm not just speaking to you from my mind. So when I am here now, there is a shift in reality. It really kind of brings me back home. And there is only now. No matter what the thoughts say, no matter what your mind wants to project out there, it is all happening now. So would it be like to let the projections do what they do, let the beliefs, the thoughts, just let them do that. You do not need to engage in them. Like I talk about a lot, is you don't need to touch them. You can just let them do their thinking, their thoughts, their beliefs. Just let them be there. It doesn't matter. You see, now is still here. And in that now moment, there is the swirling maybe of thoughts. But as I just leave that and come back into this now moment, I'm realizing that I am now. And when I say I am now, I do not mean Pernilla is here now. I is exactly the same as now. And I am, that is God. You may have heard, be still and know that I am God. So, what is I? Who am I? It's one of those spiritual inquiries. So, when I drop into now, that is all there is. And basically, I am all there is. Not Pernilla I, but I. It's like this inner experience, or I don't know how to describe it. And what is so beautiful about this, that the only place we can find God is now. God is not in the future, not in the past, not tomorrow. God is only now, because there is only now. There is only God. It's the same. It is simply the same. I am now. So basically, it's like saying God is equals It's not like, oh, God is here now. No, God equals now. It's the same. When I saw that, it was one of these, how did I miss that? So if you want to find God, be now. Come back to now. And be really curious so that now can reveal to you what now is. Again, it's not happening in the mind. It's not something to figure out. It's something to just sit quietly, open, receptive. Let now find you. You just sit here and allow now to arrive in your experience as your experience. And then you may also get a peek of seeing that I equals now. It is the same thing, whatever thing is. God is now, not God is here now. God equals now. So, to leave ourselves and go out and pray to God for something to happen in the future, it makes absolutely no sense. Because God is not in the future, God is not out there. God is the same as now. Now, God or I. Now. So only in the now moment is where I find God, because it's not separate, it is the same. It's really lovely to get glimpses of that, to start seeing that and experiencing that. And when that happens, just to tie it back into the moving too fast, you cannot move out there being too fast, because you completely miss the moment of now. And that is where our fulfillment, our peace, our love, that's where it is. It is nowhere else. It is now. I hope it makes a little bit sense, or maybe a lot of sense to you, because I really wanted to share that because it's so beautiful and something that I certainly long to take time every day to really let myself immerse in that. And it's almost like allow now to have me. And then in that now, that is God, and God is infinite. God is fulfillment. So there is no fulfillment tomorrow, because there is no tomorrow. So it is already here now. It is here. All I need to do is come here, and it is now. So I need to keep coming back to now. So slow down if you move too fast. We need to let this now moment last.